do you make of the reaction coming out of Washington to the former president's diagnosis?
I mean, I think it has to be everyone, I think, on both sides are treating this very delicately, and it should be handled that way. This is someone's medical care. It's a very serious matter. And, I've even gotten texts from people tonight on both sides of the aisle expressing sorrow, and they obviously want the best for him personally.
Yeah, I think we see that coming from both sides of the aisle. We are also seeing pointed questions already starting to be asked and a narrative already emerging. How long did the former president know about this diagnosis? And we were speaking with that urologist last hour who says in his practice, in his experience, this kind of aggressive cancer is typically known about for 5 to 10 years. Tell me more about that and the research that you did for your book. Was there any indication that there was something more serious, like a cancer diagnosis, going on, and that it may have been known about by his inner circle?
I mean, certainly my co-author and I did not find anything out about a cancer diagnosis, but what we did find out is that there were a lot of people who were questioning his mental acuity at the time and wondered if he should be running for president again. And we have anecdote after anecdote in our book about that. But I do think that right now, and in recent days, actually, I should say, I mean, I have a story up at the Hill and a couple of stories that I've written recently that have focused on Democrats taking aim at Biden. They're very upset about what they perceive as, if not a cover-up, some dishonesty coming from his side and his closest advisors, and that is very real. A lot of Democrats are feeling a lot of anger toward that camp, but even that camp is very muted tonight, and hoping for the best, obviously, for the president.
Does this revelation put to bed the endless and still very present speculation about his mental decline while in office and his intention to stay in office? Or in some ways, does it only heighten it and heighten the conspiracy and the idea of a cover-up?
I think right now, I think people are trying to be very respectful, but I do think that in the days to come, I think people are going to continue to ask these questions. They've certainly been asking them to me, especially since our book came out a month or so ago. And I think that those questions will continue to come up. But I think right now, everyone is trying to give the president and his family space to undergo the necessary treatment to process what has happened. But I don't think that this is the end of it. I think that people will continue to ask questions.
Yeah, and you are an author of this major book, the co-author of Fight. There is another major book that is set to hit stands in just 2 days from now. What are you expecting in terms of the timing of this and whether that book will still come out even this week?
I know I've heard various questions, but I'll leave that to them. It's obviously a very delicate matter, and I'm sure they are trying to do the right thing right now.
How does this revelation make you re-examine any of the reporting and information that you gathered? Does it change the way that you're looking at any of that information?
No, not at all. I mean, we stand by our reporting, and we talked to 150 sources for our book, a lot of them inside the White House.
Oh, and Amie, we're almost out of time, but I have to ask, knowing what you know about this network and inner circle, do you believe a secret like Biden having a very serious and potentially deadly form of cancer could have been kept while he was in office?
I mean, it's so hard to say, but, these medical diagnoses come out, these medical reports from the White House come out very frequently, but it's so hard to say what the White House was trying to keep from the public at this time.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.